What's going on, guys? I'm Leroy Funsweet. Thanks for joining me today in episode 4 of the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Rocket League, which is going to be situated around the main menu and the garage. Now, I know neither of those are particularly important in becoming good at the game, but the garage is quite fun, and it's nice to be able to sort of navigate your way around the menus easily as possible. So I am going to go through everything again just to sort of explain what everything is. So we're going to start off on the main menu. So first of all, we have the showroom. So the showroom is just going to be for the DLC cars. As you can see which cars you have, which will be highlighted in green, and which cars you don't have, which will be highlighted in blue. If you was to go onto the actual store for whichever device you're using, like the Steam store, the Xbox store, PlayStation store, you'll be able to find these there as well. Some of them will be in packs, and you can see in the top right hand corner there's an option to show the information for the pack. In the bottom right hand corner you've got the decals that are included as well, and there will also be sort of like wheels and things like that. So you can see here in the skyline you've got quite a few decals that are included. Next we're going to go on to the play menu. So from here you have the option to play online, play local, or private match. Play online, of course, is just going to be your standard online options. Just select whichever one you'd like to play and you'll be able to play it. You can see how many people are in each individual playlist. If you select more than one playlist, it will show the total number of people in all the playlists that you have selected. If I was to see, go Rumble 1955, go Doubles 6487. At the bottom you have the option to go to arena preferences, so you can choose which arenas you like, which arenas you dislike. The chances of playing in these arenas is the liked arenas, you're going to have more chance of playing in them. In the disliked arenas, you're going to have less chance of playing in them. Although, in my opinion, some people have more of a personal preference. It used to be that way, especially with like the previous Wasteland map and what's it? Starbase Arc. Yeah, the old Starbase Arc before it was the shape of a normal map, shape of a normal arena. Then you've got the option to go change region. So for ages and ages and ages and ages, when I started playing this game, I had everything selected. I'd end up playing in games in like the Oceania region, and I'd have some stupid amount of ping, 600 ping, something stupid like that. I'd be constantly lagging, and it really put me off playing the game. So what I'd recommend doing here is selecting whichever region you're from, if it's Europe, US East, US West, etc. But then also I'd recommend to try out different regions one by one. So like if I wanted to test out what my ping would be in US East, I'd deselect Europe and make sure it's a US East server that I'm playing in. For me, I do have Europe and US East always selected due to the fact that my internet's actually pretty good, and my ping in US East is usually less than 100, which is pretty manageable for me. And it also gives me a wider range of matches to play in. So if I was, if it takes too long for you to find a match in your current region, I'd recommend putting on a few different regions with decent amount of ping, so that you can just increase your chances of getting into games with people similar to your level. After that, then we've just got the competitive menu. So this is just going to show all your competitive ranks. I have gone through previously when I've done my video on the options. I showed you how to remove the bit underneath that says what division you are, and it will just say what rank you are. And underneath that you've got the season reward level. So a lot of people don't understand how this actually works. Basically, you start off without a season reward, and then at the bottom right it says that you have, for me anyway, it says I have 0 out of 10 wins at bronze rank. So once I reach 10 in that section, that will go up to it on the left hand side where it says unranked. That will say bronze, and on the bottom right it will say at silver rank to advance. So then you need to be at least silver, get 10 wins in at least the silver rank, and your season level reward on the left will change to silver, So if it says that you have the diamond reward on the left, that means you've already accomplished the 10 games needed to achieve the diamond reward. And it will say that you need to be at champ level to advance. And next up, you've got the play local matches. So this is just to be playing against bots, really. Another thing you can do here is you can use the mutator settings and team settings. So you can basically you can change the names of the teams, the colors that will be allowed for the team. So everyone will be that specific color in that on that team. With the mutator settings, you can change the max length, the score limit, the game speed, size, ball type. You can have a cube. You can do pretty much whatever you want here. It's all about having a good time in the exhibition. But there is one thing that a lot of people seem to have problems with, and that's feeling sluggish with your car. If you do have this sort of feeling, you can come into an exhibition match. You can make the game speed slow-mo and just go into a game, drive around for a little bit, and when you come back out of it, you'll notice that your car's not feeling quite so sluggish anymore. So you can go through there. Season, this is sort of like a career mode. I've done this once when I first started playing the game. It's super easy. I ended up winning every game like 10+0. It's not really that fun in my opinion, but some people don't have the option to play online, and that's probably the most fun that you're going to get out of the game in that in the season mode. Other than that, you have the private matches. If you wanted to do private matches with friends, it's like doing an exhibition match but with friends, so you can use all the mutator settings, team settings, things like that. And there is also one other thing that you can do on this, which is cross-platform lobbies. So you could have people with Xbox playing with people on PC. The way this works is when you create a match, it's going to ask you for a name and a password. So if a PC player was to create a lobby with a name and a password, and I was to use that name and a password, I'd be able to join the game. But we wouldn't be able to be in the lobby together like this. So next up is to join private match. So if you have a friend that's already created a private lobby, you just want to go here, put in the name and the password, and you'll be able to join that match. After that, we've got the training menu. So I have already had an episode on the training, so if you want to check that out, the link is going to be in the description. Going to move straight on to the career options. So first of all, you've got these stats. So this is going to be your personal statistics through playing the game. If you wanted to know sort of how many shots you've had, hat tricks, win percentage, goals per match average, things like that, everything's going to be displayed on this screen here. You can use this to compare with friends. If you are on split screen, the other person's records will appear on the screen as well. If you're not on split screen, you can just sort of read them out to each other and see who's doing better. Other than that, you've got leaderboards. So this is going to be the leaderboards for individual stats, shots, saves, assists, MVPs, goals, wins, etc. You can change the options at the bottom, so you can see only people on your console, friends only, and global, which will be for people with all consoles. And then you've got the league rankings, so this will show, in comparison to your friends, what sort of rank you are. You can also see the world rankings if you're good enough to be in the top 100. Yeah, you can see here through my friends list who's ranked at what rank and what rank you are in comparison. You can also see on the right hand side all of the individual ranks. So I remember when I started playing ranked matches, I didn't have a clue what was above gold. It took me a long while to figure it out, and yeah, now you can see each individual ranking from bronze 1 to bronze 3, gold 1 to gold 3, diamond 1 to diamond 3, and what all the images look like. So if you was to come up against if you was to come up against someone in a comp match and you're not sure what rank they are, but you can see the picture but you're not sure, you can use this as a reference, as a guide. Next up, you've got the extras. So if you're in a match and you wanted to, at the end of a game, you want to save the replays will be saved here. It will tell you what score was in the game and the length of the match as well. You have the option to delete the replays and rename the replays. Other than that, you've got the redeem code section. So if you was to get sort of like a DLC for the game, like an expansion for the DLC cars or something along those lines, and you get a redemption code, this is where you would put that in. Personally, I've never actually had one of those, so I'm not sure what you can get with it. I'm not sure if you can get keys or probably, I don't know. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to get keys if you can get cars from the DLC section. Next up, you've got the help. So this will just open the help menu on whatever platform you're playing. Since I'm playing on Xbox, it opens the Xbox help or the Xbox assist, and it will give you some information about the game. You can refer to this if you're not too sure on, say, controls or anything like that. Even though there is an option menu in the game, which you can change all the button bindings and check the controls there. Next up, you've got the credits. So this is to view the cast and the crew of Rocket League. So this is just it's just like a credit scroll. All the people in psionics and development, everything like that. If you're interested in that, you're more than welcome to check it out. And other than that, you've got legal agreements. So you've got the legal agreements that you that you accept by playing the game, and also the legal agreements for the company owning the game. And then we've got the options menu, which I've already been through in a separate episode. So for now, I'm going to go through the garage. So in the garage, you can see you've got options for presets. You can have as many as you like. I've seen some people with hundreds. I'll go through the different options here as well. I'm going to go through customize car last, as it's going to be the longest one to go through. So first of all, you're going to have the create a new preset. So if you wanted to just use a new car without changing your current preset, so you can see I can go back to my one there, but I've got the new one right here. You can rename it. So I'm going to call this YouTube. And you can also delete that preset as well. So if you want to get rid of one completely, don't think you're ever going to use it again, just hit this and it'll be gone. You have the option for randomizing the preset. So this can be quite fun if you're bored of your car and you just want to look like an idiot sometimes. You can hit this and it will randomize. So it will put you in a random car, random toppers, random wheels, random boosts. I've got the goddamn goat antenna. Yeah, so you can have some fun with this. It's not gonna look nice all the time, but you never know. You might come across something that you like. Next up, you've got the banners. So these are going to be the banners that you have in the game. You can see them on the bottom right by your bottom right, bottom left. You can see those in the bottom left, and those are going to appear on the screen for everybody when you score. You can also choose the color that's going to be in the background for your banner, unless you've got one that comes painted already. And then you will still be able to change the colors, but it will look slightly different. And then you have the option to display your title. So this will be displayed on your banner. It will be displayed in the scoreboard menu in matches. And it's just a way for people to see what sort of level you are in the game. If you're not sure about these, I'm going to put it in the description as well. All the different levels that you can achieve, what level it starts at, and what level each title ends at. Alright, so I'm going to go through manage inventory now. So here you've got all the different sort of items that you can collect throughout the game. There's going to be some things in here that aren't tradable, and there's going to be some things in here that are tradable. You've got the items that aren't from crates, which you'll get dropped after matches. It's pretty much random what you get. They can come painted or non-painted. As you can see here, I've got 3 titanium white items from drops. Anything that I have that's not titanium white, I usually trade up. So to trade up, you just select 5 items either from the same crate or drop rate. So like uncommon, common, rare, etc. You can also go through filters in this section, so you can type something, so you can type the name if you wanted anything that starts with S, let's say, pear. You can clear the filters, there's a button for that at the top. For Xbox it's Y, PlayStation is triangle. You can search by type, so if you wanted paint finishes or wheels, you have the options there. You can search by quality, so again, if you wanted something that's uncommon, if you want to see how many uncommons or rare items you've got, you can do that. And you can search by attributes as well, so that'll be certified or painted. So anything that you have that's certified, and anything that you have that's painted. So lastly, then you have the customized car option. So from here, you're going to have all the different cars. If you've got painted cars, you will have to use just the one painted car at the moment. So if you have like a sky blue car and an orange painted car, you can't use both of them in the same class at the moment, although that is going to be introduced in the next update, which includes tournaments. That update will also include a wider paint palette, so you will be able to choose from more colours for your car. So once you've selected your car, let's say you wanted to use a Scarab, you can then move on to the decals. So the decals that you have available for each car will be shown here. Some decals are universal and they will be able to be used on any car. Some decals are not universal and they will be stuck to specific cars. Mystery decals will always be universal. They'll be able to be any mystery decal will be able to be used on any car. Next up, you've got the paint options. So you've got it here for the paint finishes, so you can use carbon fiber if you wanted to as the first option. So you can change the color of the car, and then you can choose, say, furry for the second option. It's not going to be, I'm probably not using the best car for this, to be honest. And the fact that I'm not using a decal, let me just stick one on just for an example. So then you can change the color of that one. You can change if you want it metallic or whatever. And then you've got the orange team car. You can switch between the blue and the orange car. There's an option choosing to do that by the left thumbstick. Next up, you've got the option for wheels. So if you look down in the bottom of the screen now, you can see that you can equip to blue and equip to orange. So if you wanted the orange car to have a specific type of wheel, you'd press RT or R2 to select that car. And if you wanted the blue car to have, say, different wheels, you could do that. So now you have, if I was to go back now, you have the orange wheels on the orange car, the blue wheels on the blue car. If you was to just press like A on that, they would both cars would have that set of wheels, so you would have to set specifically if you wanted different wheels on each car. The same goes for the boost. So if you have a boost that you wanted to use for one car and a different boost for a different car, you can do that with the LT and RT selection process as well. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen it before. Same goes for toppers. Same goes for aerials. Same goes for the boost trails. You can change the engine sound, and then you have the gold explosions. So you can navigate through these menus using the LB and RB buttons on Xbox, L1 and R1 buttons on PlayStation. And you can select, say you wanted poly pop for your blue car, party time for your orange. You can do that, no problem. Alright guys, thanks for joining me on today's episode. On the next episode, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on some mechanics, including half flips and air dribbles. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Peace.